Right. Best of 3. This is the first one that either of us have casted. First map being Clubhouse, and then the second map, if I'm not wrong, being Oregon. Final map will then be Coastline.
Definitely Thatcher band gonna come out here.
Or Mav. Yep, there it is. The Mav band comes out.
So I believe Thatcher's gonna stay in play.
But obviously, this might now entice Vesper to go for a bandit trick, because of course you can't really do that K trick anymore. Because obviously,
Oh, a Nomad ban.
Thatcher's still there.
That's quite an
Second ban
interesting
being
ban.
Nomad. Of course, to cut off the. It allows the defenders to do more rotates, but of course that was the attackers that banned the Nomad, and then the
Not
one-eye
a K ban coming out. That's quite interesting.
Well, Thatcher's still in play, so I don't really see the point in a Cade ban.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
This is weird. Why isn't Stella on Val?
Not a clue.
What if Stella throws now on purpose?
But I don't think he's going to.
The whole team get deleted.
Okay, so the lineup for Valhalla is going to be Nami, Killnova. I don't know how to pronounce that fourth guy's name. Vati?
Vati, like Vati video.
Javon, Shogunate. Whereas on Vesper's side, we've got Storm, Stella, Joshinator, the Jackal player, Canny, and Banshee. Not Senor Banshee.
Yeah. Right, we're going to see the first 6 pick of the game come out. Of course, it's going to be Twitch onto the IQ. Obviously, both operators do relatively the same job, of course, just trying to get rid of those the defender gadgets.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Twitch is easy to counter, whereas IQ isn't.
First site, we're going to go to CCTV, my team's primary site.
The Maestro going for the typical reinforcement garage to try and delay the ult attackers a bit longer.
And it seems like they may only have one roamer. Unless Joshinator roams, I don't think they're going to have a roamer this game.
I mean, what's confusing me here is that the Cade's actually going for the Cade trick, even though Thatcher's in play.
Yeah, they are playing
5 seconds to go.
Thatcher as
Attackers
well,
have
so
discovered the location of a
this
bomb.
won't last long.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the
Josh
bomb.
Like I said,
in blue.
The attacker's bomb
Joshinator is the only
diffuser has
person
been
on
dropped.
the roam, and he's not even that far from the site, so if the attackers decide to go for bedroom, then it should be a breeze.
It might be going for a run out from blue window.
Diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb
See
diffuser.
that? I mean, he is sat on those stairs, so it could happen, but not seen anything as of yet. And of course, the fact that Nomad is in play, the only thing that can stop him is claymores. Right, that the EMP comes out, and now the wall will most certainly get opened when Thatcher's in play, and that K-Trick is working. The Evil Eye also getting open, but of course it's not faithful, so they can't shoot it out. Tsunami takes a bit of damage to the rafters, and Maestro holding that tight angle is stopping them from entering. He doesn't take it out.
Look, this is the first time I've actually seen a Maestro holding rafters.
Oh.
But we're not left first. Frag onto Joshinator, who I believe was still sat in blue.
And now the attackers have control of below, and every defender that I know of is on site. Shot through the floor, big flop, but he doesn't find anyone. We still have that Maestro holding rafters as 2 players are just right next to him. He gets caught by the ADS and he goes for the spray and he takes the head off of Tsunami. That's one less player to deal with, but of course there is still one more, and a drone still watching.
I mean, losing your IQ is quite a bit of damage. All the Entil IQ bring.
They're just feeding all those drones to the Evil Eye now, and then they just get taken off one by one, and now the attackers only have 2 drones left. Almost all the round is still to be played with, however, but they are in an equal situation. But Big Flop takes a gunfight against Canny and takes her out. That's his second on the round. The attackers in the advantageous position, but it seems like the Maestro may go for a run out. And there it is. Storm takes out Killnova with his second on the round, and his third as he finds Vati as well.
We may see we may see my first ever Maestro. First one I've ever seen, sorry.
Storm's been pretty insane this far. The C4 goes out, but it gets caught at the top of that wall. Obviously, he was trying to throw it over, but both attackers playing in that construction. Storm just obviously holding. They only have 20 seconds left, so the push will have to go in invasive. They do have the diffuser. Here he comes. The push comes through, but one gets taken out, and now it's all on the shoulders of Javon. They transfer from Shogunate, and he doesn't find anyone. Vesper takes that first round, and in my eyes, that was all on the well, that was on the back of that Maestro getting those 3 picks.
I'll be honest, like the start of the round, it did look very, very promising for Valhalla to be able to pull the first round out there, but unfortunately, Maestro and 3 kills weren't able to.
Right. They're now going down to Church and Arsenal after they've just successfully defended CCTV. They're bringing it. They may be bringing a castle, but no, the 6 picking it out. Obviously, oh, he's going back to that Maestro, who we saw him playing so well in last round. And my guess is to bait them out, just thinking they're going to gym. And there it is. The bait is successful. The Hibana gets switched to a Thermite, and now that's the only hard breach they have.
Hibana would have been the best option there. Obviously, 3 possible points of entry you can get into basement, whereas Thermite's only able to actually get 2 of those.
Yeah, but of course the bait did come out, and I'm guessing the attackers fell for it as they thought that they were going to gym, but that's not the case. And now they've realised they're wrong. They've got that Twitch drone in Oil Pit. Obviously that can get rid of any gadgets it comes across, but it's very loud and very vulnerable. That could easily get taken out if it's spotted.
One of the most important parts of Clubhouse coming out there, taking out that jukebox to be heard from anywhere on the map.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
again getting electrical, but of course with Thatcher in play, it's not really going to help. I mean, of course you can still impact trick the kitchen hatch, but
K's got to actually not electrify that kitchen hatch though.
Yeah, because they're probably going to impact trick it, and it is possible actually to impact trick the bar hatch.
Yeah, there we are.
Very difficult.
Yeah, they are impact tricking.
a bomb has been located.
The attackers now starting to push their way into that kitchen to try to get this hatch open, of course. I don't think they're going to get it open at all because, of course, 2 impact grenades, 2 exothermic charges. It just doesn't add up for them.
I mean, it all depends on the placement of the exothermic charge, if I'm going to be honest. Place it in certain spots, even if it's not directly on top of the hatch, you can still get it open.
Yeah, of course,
if
it's not directly on the hatch, it can get shot from below, okay. Players pushing CCTV, I'm not sure if Banshee's been droned, it doesn't seem like that's the case. And he has 2 players nearby, of course, one still on the roof, Ratty is in CC.
Not aware of Lucy being.
And he could get a free pick onto that Zofia, but obviously the Zofia now jumps out of that window. And still not aware of Banshee's presence, so a jump out could come out, but the player jumps in behind him, but runs past him. They still don't know he's there. But Banshee didn't know that he already came in. Oh!
Quick refrag coming in there.
So, Ratty did die, but it wasn't to Banshee, of course, and of course, the fact that you've left Zofia, all that utility wasted, whereas Jaeger, he's done his job, he's wasted that time. And he's already made the impact that he needed. And Tsunami catches Banshee when he was going for that flank. The attackers in the advantage once again, but this was the lineup last time, and they still managed to pull it off. So let's see if they can do it once again. It's still 60 seconds, so a lot still can happen.
Thatcher still holding 2 of those EMP grenades.
And that whoop just went brrrr and slowed them down, but it got taken out very quickly. And there is Big Flop takes out Stella, but a refresh comes out, but Big Flop takes out another Storm. Dasher Maestro dead, that impactful operate from last round, and now Canine and 1v3 when the plant's going down. He takes out 1, but he still has 2 more bodies to find.
Not
30 seconds left, and the plant is going down.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Very nice shot from Big Flop there. I believe that's his 4th on the round.
I think it was his 3rd. Yeah, that was his 3rd. Because Tsunami got a kill and the Thatcher got a kill as well.
Big Flop's certainly making an impact there.
Now it's an even scoreline, 1-1. Of course, this is only the first map. So whoever wins this obviously does then go to series point. Well, not series point, but they need to win another map. But this isn't the end. If a team loses this map, we're going to see them go for a Church and Arsenal defense again, but this time there is no bait. And the Hibana gets switched to an ace. Now, maybe they thought they were going to bait and switch the maestro to the castle this time. No. But it seems like the attackers aren't sure where they're going to go to. Now, of course, ace isn't really the greatest operator for opening hatches, because he needs to use 2 out of 3 of his summons on 1 hatch to open it up. And that's the only hard breach that they have.
I mean, had Maverick not been banned, it would have been very useful to have him working alongside an ace. For them two working together gets hatches open very, very easily.
Okay. Seems Tsunami isn't really too great at hitting this drone. And was that a Twitch drone or a normal drone? That
5 seconds left.
That was a Twitch drone. That it said Tsunami
it said it was
trolling.
Tsunami.
Yeah, I believe it was just a glitch in the system there.
I think Banshee made a big mistake by not actually pursuing and taking that drone out, because it could come back later and
The attackers
key utility that they need.
Attackers have recovered their.
One of those key utility being the Maestro cam.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Don't believe Twitch drones actually have any impact on Melusi's Banshees, do they?
It disables them. It doesn't destroy them.
A bomb has been located.
Okay, we're going to see Josh Nader playing in strip. Of course, could go for that later flank if need be, as well as Banshee playing the bottom of that garage, and now he moves his way into Swamp. Of course, he's just trying to play quite carefully and not get taken out, but he is in quite a difficult situation if he gets spotted out. That seems to be the case at the moment.
I mean, it is quite confusing me that Big Fox using that Twitch drone as just like a normal drone and not actually going for the defender's gadgets.
Swapping back!
But you may go from later on, but oh, the first pick comes in, Javon takes that Banshee. Now that Melusi, of course, who was playing in the garage, has been taken out, and now the attackers can take control of it. It seems like on all the rounds, it seems the attackers are getting those opening picks.
Yeah, I mean, having your Melusi taken out that early, because Melusi can hold both impact grenades and or a
We're seeing
score.
Javon on the, not Javon, we're seeing Josh Nader on the flank, here he comes in. Oh no, he doesn't find anyone, he gets to Javon to 1 HP, but no kills found. And now the attack is in even more in an advantageous position. They have 2 more on the side of them, whereas the defenders, well, they're down 2.
I will say, Valhalla seem to have been practicing this map quite heavily.
Oh, third pick comes in. And the 4th, and now Storm win a 1v5. He was so impactful on that first round, but can he be impactful this time? He's got so many players to find. The plant isn't yet going down, so he's still a little bit of time. He takes Javon even
down
lower.
at 1 HP.
He is literally on 1 HP now. The spray comes in and he takes out Tsunami. The plan is about to get finished, however. If Javon walks a little bit to the left, he'll hit that cascaded wall and get injured. I actually want to see that happen. It'll be quite funny.
Javon if Storm manages to actually pull this off, it'll possibly be the best play of the league so far.
Remember, Storm needs 7 seconds to defuse, so he only has about 13 seconds to find 3 kills. And at this point, it doesn't seem very likely. He has to push in, kill them, and defuse. And now, the round is certainly going in the way of the Vikings. They pick up their 2nd round.
I mean, I would say Clubhouse is a fairly defender-sided map, but Valhalla are certainly making this look to be a attack-sided map.
See, the thing with it doesn't matter how good your fraggers are really in this map, because this is the most strategic map in the entire competitive map pool, because you need a lot of strategy going into this map, and it just seems like at the moment Valhalla does have more strategy than Vespa do, it seems to be.
I mean, it may be that they've practiced on attack, but then obviously when the switch comes, we're going to have to see how they perform on defense.
Maybe. We're going to see the ace get brought out once again, and now they're going back to that CCTV.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Of course, 3 rounds have been. So now that first site opens up once again. It was the only site they won in the first 3 rounds. So let's see if they can keep that momentum up and win it again.
They are opting to bring a Valkyrie instead of that Lucy this time, though.
But, of course, the fact that Valhalla have the IQ still, it seems like Tsunami loves playing IQ. So, those Valkyrie cameras will certainly get taken out very fast if Tsunami doesn't go.
10 seconds to insertion.
To be fair, it did look like that Valcam was placed just behind one of the generators, at least from my perspective anyway.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
One thing up real quickly. It just seems like Big Flop on that Twitch is just wasting the drones that he has, because of course Twitch drones can be very, very impactful, but he just wasted one by trying to drone out sight with it, which seems a bit odd.
Going back to the placement of that Valkyrie cam inside of garage, it looks like it can only be destroyed by actually going onto the stairs, or exposing yourself to red stairs by going into lounge.
Oh my god. The Twitch drone just came in and destroyed that mute jammer and then got out, but it gets taken out this time. He goes out, the cage doesn't find it, the cage shard is now destroyed, but he has another one.
Attackers located a bomb.
Which then just... So, the ace, Javon, still has one. In his pocket. He jumped through the wall. Oh, I thought the phantom damage of that electrical would destroy the drone, but doesn't seem to be. The first pick comes in. Big flop on that Twitch. Taking out Joshinator. Now they're starting to work their way in. Banshee takes out Tsunami. That IQ is gone. The Valkyrie camera should stay prominent. Unless, of course, they're not in the greatest positions, which they'll get taken out. Banshee takes a bit of damage from the person in logistics.
I believe that is Sophia logistics.
Oh, Penny takes the head off Big Flop and Storm. Again on that Maestro being so impactful, takes the head off Killnova. And just like the last defense on this site, the advantage is long in favor of the defenders.
Impact out!
I believe the attackers are going to regroup here, try and figure out some sort of strategy for them to push together rather than separate, because them getting picked up by one is not what Valhalla want.
And honestly, it seems this is deja vu from the first round. Both players on the same side near construction. Of course, they are, at this moment they're going to either have to go through the window or go through the door like they did last time and get picked off from all the cross angles that maybe holding. Deja vu playing it once again as both players in construction. Gonna be pushing through that door most likely in the next 30 seconds. However, Javon is repositioning to the window. Oh, through the bullet hole, Banshee
Very nice
takes out
Banshee.
Javon in a 1v3 for 20 seconds. He has the diffuser, does he have the weapon? Doesn't seem likely at this
15
moment.
seconds remaining.
Storm goes for the run out, doesn't find anything of course because of the position, but there we go.
Not much you can do in that kind of situation. I mean, you've got 3 possible cross angles on you.
It just seems like what we've seen so far, Vespa seem to be really strong on that CCTV site, whereas the bottom floor, it just seems like they're not too great. So now they're opting to go for gym and bedroom.
I'm expecting that Maestro to come back out again onto Storm.
Oh, right. What I'm expecting here is either Banshee or Storm to 6-pick to a castle, because of course they are going gym, and castle is, if not, like, I'd say he's probably the most crucial operator for that site. We're going to see the Vigil 6-pick come out, but who will it be? There we go. It is to the castle. Oh my god. Did Ed?
Thatcher doing the nice little thing we all love to see, the 6-pick for Thatcher.
Nice. And there we go, like I said, the castle gets 6 picks
Attackers
into.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I mean, we love to see that here. We love it.
Can I just say, it just seems like the mind games that Vespa are playing is insane. Like, they baited them out because they thought they were going to go gym, and then they switched on to the thermite, and now they've baited them out by six-picking onto the castle when they're going to that top floor, and now they've brought only Hibana.
I mean, we'll see if we're gonna see if Vesper are actually able to pull off what they did in CC and
10
Cash,
seconds left.
and find out whether or not the top floors are their prominent
5
sign.
seconds left before insertion.
Obviously, the top floor site, well, one of the top
Attackers
floor
are
sites
moving
seem
to
to be
defuse
their
the
strong
bomb.
suit at the minute, but of course, there is still gym and bedroom to be played, and this round will
That's
prove
Twitch
or disprove that
there,
theory.
laying in wait for that
Bomb
bandit to
located
try
by
and place
attackers.
something.
Oh, ADS charge gets taken out. The bandit charge gets placed, but he's just waiting there and it instantly gets taken out. Big Flop's just been an actual menace this round and the last round.
Don't go back in.
Wait, he managed to get through. He managed to get through the door without the bandit seeing it. Oh my god! Right, the EMP goes out. Kenny's gonna have the bandit trick, and here it comes. And that's the first set of pellets. Bandit trick. Of course, there is still 2 pellets inside, which he doesn't manage to bandit trick, and now there is that slight hole, which the attackers can use to their advantage. If they
I mean,
have grenades, but
I don't think he's
They
gonna go for a
don't.
bandit trick on that side at all.
take shots towards that player at the main stairs, but doesn't find anyone. He loses almost half his HP in the process, though. The bandit's still trying to trick that wall. He's done very well, and now Hibana only has 1 more set of pellets. He sees the head. He saw the head on that bandit. Oh my god, Kill Nova.
Is Kilnova having some tunnel vision here?
He stared at him like twice.
I mean, he had a prominent 2 seconds there to actually take the head off.
Oh.
But Vati coming out with a first pick on Storm on that Malusi.
Oh, and follows it with a second, and oh, we've got Josh Nader flanking. He's got that Twitch right next to him. He walks straight past. Oh no.
Twitch is on a drone.
Yeah, I know.
He looks back now, he can see that.
Loading back.
Surely he gets picked off by the Twitch, but the Twitch is still on the drone. There we go. He finally takes him out, and
Very quick
Tsunami
pick coming out there.
So the theory's been disproven. It doesn't seem like the top 4 sites are their prominent sites. It just seems like they're good on CC, and at the moment, nowhere else.
I mean, if we see a bar and stock side come out, I'm going to be very, very surprised.
You know what? I'd actually love to see Bar and Stock. Please.
Doesn't get played in rank, doesn't get played in league games. So if anyone ever does actually play that side, they're going to have some damn good strats to go along with it.
Alright, we're going to see them attempt Church and Arsenal once again. Of course, they failed it twice. They failed Gym once. But they succeeded CC twice, but of course they can't go there yet, as it is still locked. Hey.
Once
Let's
Zero is unbanned next season, I think we're going to see a lot more, well, a lot less of operators like Thatcher, for example.
Attackers
Zero
need to
did quite a
locate
good
and
job.
defuse bomb.
It depends, of course, because Zero will be better than Thatcher in certain situations. Like, of course, I wouldn't say he's better at all for CC Wall, because, of course, the cameras are loud, they can get taken out, and you can't really, unless you go below, you can't really get in a position to destroy anything there. And of course, bandit tricks can still happen, which Zero doesn't stop.
I mean, you could just fire it through, for example, the rear window on the CCTV room.
I mean,
10
of
seconds
course you could,
insertion.
but of course, like I said, it is very loud, and if the defenders hear it, then
5 seconds remaining.
I believe it
That's
is
a
also
waste of
caught by
money.
an ADS.
Attackers
I'm
are
pretty
moving
sure,
out
yeah,
to
I'm
locate
pretty
a
sure they can
bomb
get
and
caught by
defuse it.
ADSs.
Yeah, so there's the potential for all of your cams to be taken out by just ADSs.
And of course, with Jaeger next season having his rework, you'll have infinite charges, but they'll have to recharge after every 10 seconds, because of
Evil eye
course,
in place.
they do go on that
left.
cooldown.
Dirt's soft.
Do they have any reinforcements left? Can we check? Is that possible?
Dirt is soft, and the IQ of Tsunami has started pushing down Dirt. I
Oh
don't think
no.
they're aware of it. The defenders, sorry.
This isn't looking too great. If Tsunami manages to push his way up and find a location of one of those defenders, he can take him out by obviously using that new mechanic of the Z-ping and pre-firing and shooting him through the barricade. But of course, that's all a situation that has to be presented to them. We're going to see Javon as well in Dirt. Seems like he doesn't want to open any hatches or walls.
Or make any noise for that matter. Because if they make some noise,
A bomb
they found out.
Oh no! He does quite a bit of damage to Joshinator, but I think the kill he was looking for there wasn't to Storm, but Storm moved just in the nick of time. And the shots hit Joshinator instead. The drone finally
Attackers
gets
have
spotted
located
out,
a
and
bomb.
now the defenders certainly know that there are players in dirt. And that's gonna make Tsunami's it's gonna make a situation harder, but Big Flop just comes down the main stairs and picks off 2 of them.
That Cade and that Melusi going down extremely quickly.
It just seems like the defenders are being...
Big Flop looking away at the wrong time there.
We do have that man prone, but I think he's only prone, so may not see Big Flop, but no, I'm wrong. But, oh no!
This is all falling apart now for the defenders.
Storm, you can't be losing fights like that. Man's going down, he has 4 men to find, obviously he
Attackers
has
are
already
activating
found
the
2.
diffuser.
Now he's in a
We're gonna have
1v3
to
in
pull
post-plant
something out of his
situation.
hat here.
And this is flashbacks from an earlier round, Big Flop on the main stairs, and they have the 2 players in armory. He's in a pinch situation.
Device is
What
going
can he
dark.
make of it? And there it is.
Absolutely nothing.
John takes him out through that hole in the wall. And again, it seems like Vesper are only able to defend that CCTV and cache site. So that's coming out, of course. Big Flop putting in a shift for his team, going 12-3. And then it does seem a little bit more even on the side of Vesper, but it's the fact that the top fragger on Vesper has half the amount of kills of the top fragger on Valhalla.
And I mean, with like most of the players on Vesper having, well, all of them, sorry, having a 50% or lower cost, whereas it's multiple on the side of Valhalla with, I believe, 70% or above.
It just seems like Vesper are going to have to up their game, of course. We don't know if Clubhouse is their strong suit. Valhalla may be stronger on it. We'll just have to see.
I mean, I believe this was Valhalla's
Defenders,
pick,
protect your bombs from being defused
so
by
they've
attackers.
certainly prepared for anything from here.
Yeah, so it is Valhalla's pick, but, and of course, they've chosen it because it's a map that they believe they're strong on. And the next map is Oregon, if I'm not wrong, which is Vesper's pick, so of course Vesper may be stronger than Valhalla on that map, and it seems
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Valhalla are much stronger on their map, which of course we expect.
It is Valhalla picking the Clubhouse, and then Vesper picking the Oregon, but the decider, Coastline, that could go
10
either
seconds to
way.
insertion.
Very small map with a lot of opportunity.
The thing about Coastline
5
is
seconds left before
it's the
insertion.
opposite of Clubhouse, I'd say. It has very, very little strategy,
Attackers
and
are
it's
moving
more
out
about
to
who can
locate a
get the
bomb and
frags.
defuse it.
Okay, oh, he doesn't manage to get spotted. And
Maybe
that
I
camera,
T4.
I don't, yeah, is that an accident?
Has he just shot his four?
I think he may have misthrown it. He may have tried to throw a camera or something, and it got stuck on the roof, so he couldn't collect it. That's my guess.
Well, I mean, that's one piece of utility already gone.
Oh, the electrical wall would now get opened. Okay, trick was successful.
Both of them disabled now.
Bomb located by attackers.
Well, it's the Maestro cam, but of course they can't shoot that Maestro cam. The only way they can shoot it is if they go to that window, which Tsunami is there, and he does take it out. So now Maestro no longer has eyes on the site, which can make the attack much easier. Can't fix come out just yet. Can he takes a bit of damage through that drone hole, but nothing too impactful. The final EMP comes out.
Attackers have located a
Utility
bomb.
nearby. With the ADS and the Mudimmer. And the final Selma comes out. That is their only point of entry. Oh!
A
Still
nice
goes to the
pick
peak.
coming out there.
Still never went for the peak, but didn't find anything.
Defender
Oh no,
is
you should have
exposed.
expected that Claymore. And now Storm's injured. And now it seems like the ace is coming to collect. Josh Knight is nearby, so he could protect his teammate if he gets there in time. Tsunami finds a pick onto Storm, of course, who was injured. And I'm pretty sure he found that response. Yes, he did. And now Josh Knight is in a very difficult situation, of course, but the ace decides to rappel onto the roof. Oh! Vati finds Banshee, and now the attackers. This is the story of every round. It's always a 4-3 in favour of the attackers, but the defenders pull it back. But of course, Storm was alive on both of those rounds, whereas this time he's not. And there we go, Big Boss takes out Canny.
He was not aware of Joshinator still being in garage, and that said goodbye to him,
Oh.
really.
Here comes the push. It's a 2v2. The plant's going down. And Tsunami's watching. And he manages to find Joshinator. Now the plant
Attackers
will
are
certainly get
activating
down.
the diffuser.
Javon's still on
Defenders
full
locate
HP.
the diffuser.
But he does get tagged up a bit. Gets a player in the rafters. And then, oh, both players now on the rafters. Both players on about 1 HP. Seems like, yeah, here we go. Tsunami's gonna go on that rotate to the repel to obviously do the little head glitch, which can make the defusal very difficult. Still has to find that player who's just gonna be. Oh no, he's not head glitching, he decides to push up. Swing comes out. Stella wins that fight for Vesper, but he has about 3 seconds without defuse and he sees the arm and he injures him! Oh my god, he's done it! Stella with the 1v3 clutch!
With about 2 seconds left.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
3 seconds, I apologize.
Defender mission successful.
Wow! And there we go. The coach for Valhalla takes down his own team.
Well, I mean, with a 4-3 split on a map like Clubhouse, which is typically more defender-sided, it's certainly something I've not seen.
Yeah, like we've said though, it is Valhalla's map pick, so we are expecting them to do better on their attacks and their defenses, so let's see how it plays out. Right, they're going to CCTV and Cash, and they're bringing a potential Mozzie.
Also, that's bringing in Cali as well.
Mozzie's going to get 6 picked to a Valkyrie now, of course. Both Intel, they are both Intel operators, but they do quite different jobs. Of course, Valkyrie has the free block eyes, which can just be thrown, whereas Mozzie has to place his pests in places where drones come through, because of course he doesn't have any drones to start. He has to capture them from the attackers.
I mean, his camp is movable at any point in the round, whereas Valhalla, Valkyries are stationary.
Yeah. Hey. So we're not seeing a Thatcher come out from on the side of Vesper, but they are bringing the Kali.
10 seconds
both
remaining.
to try to stop a bandit drink. And of course they have Sophia and Ash,
5
who
seconds
can
left.
go below and stop Bandit from trying to drink. But it just depends if
Attackers
they
are
pick
moving
up
out
on
to
that.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
I mean, it is significantly easier to use a Thatcher rather than a Kali, because obviously Kali devices do take about 2 seconds to detonate once they've hit.
And of course you can't use those Kali launchers in quick succession, because if there's a hard, like any sort of hard breach on
A
there,
bomb has been located.
it'll get destroyed by the Kali and Swift lance. Canny gonna be placing that third shot, but... Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! He's like died!
Leveled by attackers.
Right!
Misjudged where he was meant to place that bandit.
Oh, how has he managed
Loses
that one?
life because of it.
I think his ears, he may clean his ears after that one. Surely he should have been able to hear that. Oh no! Big Cop takes out Stella, but the refract instantly comes out. Joshinator takes him out. 4v4? No, 4v3. See, it seems like with this site, it's always a 4v3 in favour of the attackers at the start. Even though we have switched sides now, it's still the same, and it's just a bit puzzling. The fact that this keeps happening.
Big Flop doing the most on the side of Valhalla last round.
Well, during the game, he's been the most impactful player during the game. Oh, Tsunami. Oh no, I think Tsunami thought he injured him, so he went for the
Nova
re-peek and...
quickly coming out with the kill onto Storm on that IQ.
Now it's all on Javon and Killnova. Smoke and Mute. Very similar kit, but of course Killnova using that MP5K instead of the shotgun,
Attackers have dropped the
which will
bomb
allow him
diffuser.
to have some more
Killnova.
long-range fights as we can Storm. But he just gets right by the Kali, and now Javon in a 1v2. And there we go, it ends with Banshee taking him out and Vesper bring it to an even scoreline.
Was that through the wall?
I'm not too sure. Oh,
Wow.
oh, yes,
Wow.
yes it was. 4444 question mark? Right. They're gonna take the chances now to go to Church and Arsenal after they just suffered that loss, going to CCTV. And they may be... Oh, yeah, the attackers are still deciding to keep that Kelly. Saying that, though, Banshee did find some very nice picks on that last round. Yeah. Where's Jackal? Come on, Josh Nater. I want
Maybe
you to play your Jackal.
maybe he's switching away from his Jackal and playing
Attackers
against
need to
our.
locate and defuse bombs.
maybe he realizes that he's too good on Jackal, that he needs to now switch on the operators. That'd be my guess.
Well, I mean, I don't believe Vesper did actually use a Jackal yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember the game yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it the day before?
Oh yeah, on Thursday. Sorry.
Yeah, so 2 days ago.
10
Yeah, I
seconds
don't
to go.
Is that a coastline game?
5 seconds remaining.
No, that was Oregon.
Oh.
Attackers' objective
Yeah,
is to
it was-
locate a
yeah, it
bomb
was
and
Oregon.
defuse it.
Yeah, that's when they had around there.
Reservoir going up.
Ooh, can I just say, I need to Stella there with that amazing 360 on the Ash. That was beautiful. Okay, Big Flop, the most impactful player for Valhalla at the moment, takes out 2 drones, and the intel they had is now invalid as he's relocated now into garage. But I think Banshee may have saw him go in there. His sights are towards that garage door.
And I'm expecting Wallbang to come out again.
What is that skin that Banshee has? Very nice. Okay, the garage door is open. I think... Yeah, I think... Is it the Emerald skin? For sure. Oh, he's in the head of the Jaeger. Will he take him out? Yes, he does!
Oh.
Just like Callie says, Big Flop there was an amateur. Didn't mind to hit the shots. We still have Tsunami on the roof though. Playing that top floor. And he now has to be downstairs. In an engagement with Storm, but no damage is found for either party.
That IQ coming to find the placer of cams right there.
Another drone gets taken out. How many drones do they have left? 1, 2... Oh, they still have 6 drones. They've lost 4.
Which is really...
Which obviously isn't great, but... They still have over half to work with, so...
Gonna reload.
They are hunting that Valkyrie down.
Yeah, well, they need to take her out if they want to go for a successful push, and here it is. They're now hunting her down. She now has to prone on those rafters on about 5 HP.
And it's
She's in a
shot
very difficult
below, I believe.
situation.
Oh no, it's Stella relocating towards bar.
The wing comes out. Storm doesn't take any damage, and then the wallbang comes in. Josh and takes him out. Now that room has been cleared, all 3 players now on site. The hatch.
Bomb located by attackers.
Moto gets opened, and now they have another entrance point to converge onto these defenders. Now he's being held by Vati, but he doesn't find the player on blue stairs.
Drone.
Another smoke wave comes out, and doesn't find any damage.
Attackers
Yeah,
have
no
located a
attackers
bomb.
taking a single point of damage. This might change. Storm's in blue. About to push into the side. Killnova is now on about 1 HP. Yvonne not looking too good either, on about half. And there we go.
And
Bang.
going straight for that fan.
Oh my.
A nice shot from Kalin coming in there. Smoke of Killnova, I believe, trying to run straight at her.
And that was a flawless round. I think... Is that the second flawless round of the game, or is that the first? I'm not too sure. Alright. So, now is where I get a bit puzzled, because of course it is Valhalla's map pick, and they're losing. Which isn't looking too great for them. It just seems... Vesper are doing very good at clearing that room, and then taking control in the later round. Like, none of the attackers took damage until that final push came in. So it just seems like the defenders on their own need to step up their game massively if they want to help their team win the next round.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
mean, it's a pretty standard setup on the time. I mean, the same as I would do in ranked, really.
Well, that's the thing, like I said before the game, it just... Clubhouse is the most fun of maps to cast because it's just very generic. Like, you can't really change up the strategy too much.
10 seconds left before insertion.
It's the minor increments that you change, which
5 seconds left before insertion.
can make it more interesting. Like we saw with, I don't remember what team
Attacker's
it was,
objective is to locate a
but
bomb.
of course, they opened that, hole in between the sights on the door, and then they put an ADS there, which of course stopped the ash charges or fear, whatever, coming through stock or main door.
Still biding his time, waiting for that Jaeger to peek. He's got to bide his time here now and know where the exothermic charge is actually being placed.
I want to see if the bandit gets taken out once again.
Ooh, that's first
successful.
exothermic charge. Taken out. We kill
Oh
over
no! Wait, that's both.
both exothermic charges being lost to that bandit of Killnova.
Killnova's done his job now, and he can just sit back for a moment until the attack comes in.
He's not getting blown up this round, that's for sure.
Was it him last round? No,
Yeah.
it was Vati last round. It wasn't even last round. It was 2 rounds ago.
Oh,
We're both stupid.
Bomb located
well,
by
I think we know who the better bandit tricker is here.
Vati's not getting blown up this round, but he is finding the first pick onto Storm on that IQ. The Valcam's still up, which Storm didn't manage to locate, and then a second pick comes out for Javon this
Red
time.
stairs.
He had the bullet hole, and of course bullet holes are very prominent. You can't see them, but Stella's starting to push up, but oh
Not
no.
aware of Big Flop being sat in that corner and absolutely annihilated.
He was just sitting in that little right corner and he found the pick, and now this is flashback on the other side this time. As both the last 2 players, of course, pushing through the. Oh no!
Once
Javon's finding
again.
a second through the bullet
And
hole.
another flawless round, this time for Valhalla.
Oh no! That was just complete dominance that round. It seems like they heard the urge that I was giving them. That's 2 flawless rounds in a row, but of course, 1 on each team, and now it's 5-5.
I believe this is looking towards overtime if it carries on the way it is.
And then we've still got potentially 2 more maps after this.
I am hoping they don't all go the distance, because that's quite a long time.
Nah, but when it does go the full distance, it's a better story. It's more exciting.
The battle of the Viking, I should say.
The Viking and the Shark.
Sharks can only water, so it's a bit
Yeah. It doesn't seem like the Shark's out of water yet. And it seems like the Viking maybe, I don't know,
poaching the sharks at the moment.
attempting to.
Attackers
Poach
need
the
to
shark,
locate
yeah, we'll
and
go with that
Oh my
one.
God, we need to stop. These jokes are terrible. Cringe
See-
indeed.
I mean, castling that window, yeah, sorry. Castling that is not something you see very often. Usually it's the door.
But of course they have castle barricade in that window instead, which if that doesn't get destroyed, then of course the defenders do have the freedom of playing around in gym.
10 seconds
more
remaining.
likely than not, it will get taken out, and then they will lose. Oh but no, they decided to
5
castle
seconds
door as well.
insertion.
Where is that last castle barricade going?
Attackers must
Oh,
locate
it's
and
going
defuse
onto
the bomb.
bedroom window.
So,
However,
Jim-
we are seeing the jackal this time.
Oh, here it is, and it's, of course it's Josh and here. Oh, but he's going decided to go through the dirt tunnel.
They're not reinforcing that one this time.
Oh, he has a drone option as well, just so he can make the push a little bit easier for himself.
Bringing it back to him though, so he's got 2 drones.
Seems like Vesper are doing very well at setting up those drones in the preparation phase, whereas when Valhalla were on the attack, it seems like They wasted quite a few. Oh, Big Flop's deciding to go down those main stairs now, but of course Joshinator lurking around on that Jackal. Maybe he'll find him running through. Oh,
Taken
but
out
no! Big
through
Flop
the
with the
floor.
engagement.
Trace device.
Oh.
Ash created a nice little peek hole there, and it was certainly take advantage of. Now lost that Valkyrie.
Every single set of pellets are being used on the cache wall, which means now there's no more hard breach, other than the thermite, of course, left on the side of Vesper. The drone gets punched because, of course, shooting is much louder, and now Big Flop can potentially go for that flank, as he has been so impactful this game. But can he keep his impactfulness up as he starts to creep his way around through that corridor? PTB, and there it is. He finds his second pick on the round on Banshee.
Kenny almost flashing herself, which is pretty interesting. All of the flashbangs gone, and they don't actually have any grenades to be able to take out those bandits.
Oh no, Big Flop with his triple as he swings the window and takes out Storm. He's been so impactful this entire game. He's definitely keeping it up at this moment. He isn't slowing down just yet.
He's not aware of Stella doing the exact same thing he did, creeping towards him there.
Counter flank, but
Certainly
Stella's,
now he is.
yeah, Stella's been
Attackers
now
dropped the
noticed.
diffuser.
Oh my.
Another, is that another flawless round?
No.
Oh yeah, certainly we lost Tsunami through the floor.
Big Flop, however, with a 4K on that round. His back must be in 2 at this moment. As it can I see these stats? I just want to see the kill difference. Look at that. Look at that. He's on 19 and 6, and the teammate below him was on 6 and 7. His back must be in 2 at the moment. Oh my.
I mean, they're all making their own kind of impact, of course. I mean,
We-
Big Flop's a fragger.
Yeah, and I know because of course the defenders are still. Well, no, Valhalla. Some of them are still putting in a shift, of course, because they only have one player below 50% cost, being Tsunami. I'm pretty sure. So they are doing things to help the team, but for kills wise, Big Flop is just so far ahead of everyone. There's no one even close to him in this game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Hello, Vines.
Okay. 6-5 scoreline in favour of Valhalla at the moment. If they win this round, they move on to match point. And of course, this is their map, so that should be expected.
I mean, this
We'll
is
have to see.
the only site they lost, I believe, based.
Ready.
I think it was, but of course, when they did lose it, they really lost it. Of course, it was the flawless round on the side of Vesper.
10 seconds left before insertion.
That might have been CC, actually. Thinking about it now.
5 seconds left.
You are?
I don't think we've seen Valhalla actually play base so far.
Attackers' objective is to
I think
locate
we
a
did.
bomb and defuse it. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Server?
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
I think we played it when yeah. So yeah, the first time they played it, of course, that was when Vesper brought the Kali. Wait. Yeah, and they're bringing the Kali again. Remember, the smoke tried to run into blue and got taken out by Kali.
Yes, yeah, I remember.
Reloading. Track
Can I-
straight down the barrel.
I want to bring some out, bring some into fruition here. They've brought a Gridlock. Now, of course, Gridlock is one of. She's just like Nomad with the flank watch, but of course.
Hers does damage.
Yeah, it does damage, but of course it is easier to destroy than an air jab because they can't be concealed. They're out in the open. Oh, both Aussies being brought out. Mozzie and Gridlock, and Gridlock may be about to shoot Mozzie through the wall as the yellow ping came up, but he has moved since then. Coming up once again, and now he gets spotted out. Tsunami now realizes that he's been getting watched.
Ooh,
He gets shot.
a couple of shots.
He takes 25 HP off him, but of course he is still in the game. That pest gets destroyed. Still takes it out. Mozzie isn't dealing any ghosts as of yet. Big Flop now, he's in a very difficult situation as he has 3 players converging from stock and playing coming from behind the bar. There he is, the play from bar, takes them quite large chunk of HP off him, and now he's on half health, and still all those players around him. Going to the free fire, did he find one? No, he takes Josh Nader down by about 30 HP, another drone spots him out. Certainly he gets taken out. And
Yeah,
there it is.
not really much he can do there. Josh Nader on the spear, taking out the most impactful player in this game.
Device is going dark.
He did waste about 30 to 45 seconds of their time though, so
Time to make a new duel.
they have less time to work with. Now Metal Hatch once again does that the last round getting opened up.
I'm surely hoping that K doesn't go back behind that bar to reach the same fate as he did last time.
Wait, do they have any roamers? No, all players on site.
The Tsunami did fall back to site once he realized things were getting too hot, whereas Big Flop was like, "No, I'm gonna take the fight."
I need to point something out here. They haven't taken control of Dirt Tunnel yet, which the defenders can use to their advantage at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, a
course.
defender popping out at the last second if you're trying to plan,
Bomb located
for
by
example,
attackers.
in
I think it is
armor.
open. Wait, is that a player in blue? Oh, it is. It's Grimlock. The track thing has come out, but it's found. Stella finds a kill on somebody. Not sure where. He's inside. What? The plant's going down.
15
When did this
seconds to
happen?
go.
Tsunami now taking damage from his
Attackers
teammates.
are activating
So many
bomb
cross angles
diffuser.
being held. He can't move. Both defenders on armory. Now it's a 1v5. Basically the same as last round. Maestro against the world. Can he find anything?
It's about there is 5 cross angles on him right now. So if this Maestro manages to pull this out, he would definitely be the MVP of this game.
Nice. The round's over, and there we go.
Oh, another
flawless
flawless round.
With the Kali getting the final pick, just like last time. Oh. Oh. And that was a headshot as well. Chitor.
Part where we ask for Moss to be brought out.
Should I use Moss? Oh, that was a spitting image of the exact same thing that happened on the round beforehand. But of course, the defenders were in different positions. But another flawless round comes out for Vesper when Valhalla are trying to defend that bottom floor.
I'm not gonna lie, I would very much like to 1v1 Banshee on that Cali.
Wait, do we know the kill record of the league at all?
Yeah, what's the highest
Attackers need
the
to
highest
locate
kill?
and defuse bombs.
25. 25 the kill record. And Big Flop is 6 kills away from scoring with that. So if this goes the full distance, it's easily accomplishable.
And then Big Flop will be the most valuable player in the league. Which means certain teams, I'm not going to name them, may try and poach him.
I think I might not want to use it well.
All secured!
You probably do, yeah.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers must locate and
Alright.
defuse
You jamming
the bomb.
off the garage is something you need to do always, because if that Hibana gets the top left corner open, so many angles that can be utilized from that.
Can I just say that Valkyrie camera is interesting.
Where?
It's near the radio. It's on top of that server. Wait, did he move it? No, he can't move it. Yeah, it's where he's looking now. That's where it is. See it? There it is.
By
Yeah.
attackers.
That's interesting to say the least, because when that wall gets opened, which it has, the attackers can just look that way and it'll be easily visible. Valkyrie doesn't seem to be aware that the wall's open. Takes about half her HP, but Candy did not manage to find the kill.
I mean, we did say Kill Nova was better at the bandit tricking, but this time it doesn't look like he is.
And he's now going to be bandit battery and some barbed wire on those red stairs.
I believe it was a shield actually, the shield the smoke was holding.
Oh, was it? Oh no, well it
Oh,
was.
no, it is barbed. That's interesting. It's not hard to see a bandit battery. Big
Oh
fucking
no.
huge pick onto the Thatcher.
And now, Big Flops. He's broke the 20 kill mark.
In position.
There may still be more rounds played. Valkyrie goes to the peak. Oh, but he doesn't get taken down. That's the second time Canny has
Attackers
been
have
able
located a bomb.
to kill Tsunami on the Valkyrie. However, Ratty gets
Well, that's
injured by
low.
Banshee. Oh, no, here it goes again. The bullet holes are being held. Ratty still is possible for him to get revived. Banshee finally got killed over and retrieved his pick onto Ratty. That's his second on the round. Now he's going to go switch for the rotate, try and manage plays nearby, and there is one there. He takes him out. The attackers still need advantage. It's with Javon and Big Flop, Smoke and Jaeger. The plant's going down.
He's still got all three of them motivated, but he's not
I
actually.
don't think he'll be able to stop it over. And there we go, the plant has been activated. Big Flopping Logistics and Javon stuck at the top of those red stairs behind his shield. He will be safe for now, but of course he does have to move up very soon. First smoke wave goes up, putting off the lines of sight. No, don't take him out from that rotate. Big Flop now, the most impact player of the game, and it won't be free, but he doesn't find anyone on Vesper.
That puts Vesper at match point.
I think Big Flop will be extremely disappointed if they lose this match.
With all that weight on his back, he must.
It just seems like he has the weight of the world on his shoulders at all times.
Man United posture correct match.
Potentially the final defense going to be Gym and Bedroom.
Kill Nova going onto that Tachanka, but switching off very quickly as he is banned.
I think Tachanka's banned until the grand final of the SSC4, if I'm not wrong. Oh.
So what you're saying is, when SSPL start, we're
Both
allowed
can
to
be
use
used.
Tachanka.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
Tachanka's only
perfect.
banned for a month because he's just a rework. I mean, in my eyes, I think he should be banned for the full season, but of course, I think it's
Oh,
normal
can't we-
rules
Attackers
anyway.
need to locate
Can't be
and
saying
defuse
that.
bombs.
Well, no. Honestly, I think Tachanka's underpowered.
Well, I mean, we've 10 of what's equivalent to Capital's bolts with a little bit less radius and a little bit less damage, I believe.
I think it's a third of the radius of a Capital Bolt.
I mean, but he's got
And-
10 of them. There's so much plant denial that can be utilised with a Tachanka.
But obviously, you need to get the right angles to deny the plant, and
Well, I mean, on
No,
this site, if they
it
go
is quite difficult to do.
on the site, if they go for
10 seconds to
default in CC, just fire them straight over the servers.
5 seconds left before insertion.
If the CCTV, well, this is an example, if that CCTV wall gets opened and then Tachanka has to try deny it, and then coming in, he has to use 2 of his grenades instead of 1, because it doesn't cover the full radius with 1.
The
Okay,
defender's still reinforcing that cash wall, I believe, when it started getting shot at. CC wall, sorry.
I don't think they have reinforced the CC wall. No, they
It did
haven't.
look like someone's putting a reinforcement down at the wall.
Yeah, it was on one of these walls. It was on one of the CC and cash walls. Again, they have one player holding there, so if that player gets taken out, then it's going to be a very difficult situation, right? The EMP comes out, the wall's starting to get open. Will Javon be able to stop it? And it seems likely that he will. There we go.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I believe that's all of Thatcher's EMP grenades used as well.
Wait, does Thermite have any left?
Oh no, he's got the one. Thatcher's got the one EMP grenade left.
I think the main issue for Vesper at the moment is they haven't brought a Zofia, because of course if you burn out that ADS, you can put your Zofia stun through there, which stops Bandit in the animation working. Right, that final EMP will come out, and now surely the wall gets opened. Javon gets taken out from the window by Josh Nater, and now the wall is able to get opened. All the defenders are going to have to converge back to side very soon.
Tsunami with a very nice shot onto Storm on that gridlock. No track stingers being deployed this time.
So we have 2 players on either side of the map, one in logistics, one in bathroom, and then 2 near.
Oh
Gosh.
no, big flops, don't pick that window.
Reloading, cover me!
Alright, that's what
Don't
comes out,
peek
we'll
the
find
window.
anything. The attackers are waiting for Big Flop to peek at this time now. And if he does, then surely his head is getting taken off. He is waiting. He could go for it at any moment, but of course there is the drone coming in on his position. Gets instantly taken out, and now he decides to fall back and not peek the angle. Oh, the Hibana on that window takes him down to 1 HP.
Tsunami going for that window now.
Oh, Stella finds Vati, but Tsunami from the window takes out Josh Nader. Big Pop's on 1 HP, so
The plant's going
he could
down.
easily get
On
taken
top
down.
of the hatch?
It's not on the hatch, I think it's just off the hatch. Because when
Attackers are
we're get stuck,
diffuser.
the defenders have the man advantage, but of course the post-plant situation is going to be quite difficult for them.
Reload!
Kilnova misses his shots. And this
Attackers
quite a
protect the
while to try and find these picks.
compromised.
Can they is the question. Big Pop finds a pick on Sunny, and now the defuser's coming down, but Stella finds the pick. He has to stop this defuse. And he's not going to be able to do it. He didn't
by
realise.
Defender mission successful.
And we go into overtime.
How has he let that happen? I don't know if he was scared about the other defender's location, or maybe he didn't hear the defusal.
I don't even know where the other defender was, I'll be honest.
And now we go to overtime. Of course, in the normal sense, it'd be obviously, if it goes to overtime, points are given out to both teams, but there are no points to play for here. The only thing to play for is the map. You either win, or you lose. Okay, now Vesper on the defense. And they go to the site, the only site that they have managed to successfully defend, being CCTV and Cash.
Is it infinite in overtime?
I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not.
It's the normal 5 rounds. Yeah, okay.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I mean, this match is going a lot differently than I expected it to.
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting after the Vikings managed to pull off so many rounds on their attack, I thought it'd be over. But it seems like both teams are stronger on attack. That's what it seems like at the moment.
I mean, Valhalla did manage to pull out, what, 4-3 split on attack?
It was a 4-3 split on their attack. So obviously that is still
10
very...
seconds left.
It's close to what it usually is, but obviously that one round
5 seconds to insertion.
would change everything. Okay, the Maestro doesn't see that, the drone.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and
Now,
defuse it.
be able to feed some information towards the attackers later in the round if they decide to utilize it. Oh no, here we go again.
Bomb
Big flop on the
located by
Twitch,
attackers.
coming in to destroy that utility. And there we go, the mutant gets destroyed, but his drone gets taken out. So no
bomb
more
has been
usefulness
located.
on that first jump. Of course, he still has one in his pocket. Great Havoc would be a nuisance to the defenders. Here it goes, it's been pulled out, but of course, the mutant may stop it from getting through that drone hole.
And a simple EMP grenade there, which allow that Twitch drone to go straight in.
Every time this cage trick is attempted, fails. Maybe their issue is not bringing income in there. There we go. Storm gets taken out by Kilnova.
Storm. No evil eyes. No use of those evil's eyes apart from surveillance.
Yeah, obviously the only thing they can be used for now is just... He can sit on them, but he can no longer turn them or use the laser.
Josh Nader in the bar area. Josh Nader looks like he's going to be retreating up main stairs and back towards site.
I have to say I'm very angry at the fact that the jukebox didn't get shot. Oh, some very nice ping for Kilnova.
I'm reloading.
Drone ready.
Hey, still 1:35. The attackers have the advantage, but of course, with the fact that they have to push the site, whereas the defenders can just sit all snug until the attack does come in, does give them some sort of hope. Now, Rafters is just getting completely taken care of. Of course, there's no defenders on there. There we go. From the Rafters, Tsunami finds Canny. And then
Big flop. Josh Nader is getting very, very close to that 25 kill.
And the player coming from construction as well, and it doesn't seem like that the defenders are winning this one. The plant's going down now. It's all on the hands of Banshee, but he can't find anyone. Vati finding a nice double kill and flawless round. Coming in for Valhalla.
Can we take a look at the kills quickly?
It's time for some stats. There we go.
22 and 8. He's
Wow.
3 kills off of getting the record, or will be going for the record, and then maybe breaking it if he gets 4 more.
But if you look on the side of Vesper, all of them are putting some sort of impact in, of course, because they're all very close on kills. So
I believe Stella's got 13.
I think it was still. I think 3 of them are on 8 kills. I think one has 9.
I mean, the whole thing you need with the team really is to be able to get kills, but obviously play your own roles at the same time. So everyone's having an impact on Vesper because it's such a well balanced.
Okay, so now for potentially the final round of the first map. Of course, this is Valhalla's pick. They're going to be switching from a Legion to a
Attackers need to
Valkyrie.
locate and defuse bombs.
And of course, we're going back to that CCTV site. But this time, Valhalla on the defense. March Vesper, they have to attack. And there he is, look at him, killed over. The bandit that did so much on the last time this site was played. And of course,
Big flop once again on that Jaeger, because that's what fraggers do.
I wouldn't expect anything else from him.
I mean,
Yeah,
electrifying, electrifying barbed wire is certainly an interesting
5
thing.
seconds left before insertion.
Personally, I'd rather
Attackers are moving out to locate a
electrify
bomb and
shield because,
defuse
of
it.
course, if an Ash Charge comes into contact with that shield, well, goodbye Ash Charge, it's been fun, but you're getting destroyed now. But of course, with Zofia, that isn't the case.
Well, I mean, they're both grenades in some sort of way.
Up and running. Drones ready.
But if an Ash Charge hits a shield, it destroys it. An electrified shield anyway. The Ash Charge gets destroyed, whereas Zofia, it doesn't get destroyed.
Vesper opted to not bring Tally this time.
Look at the bait by punching the wall. Okay. The EMP now coming out. Will it stop the bandit trick? Let's see. The exothermic charge is going off and he may get exploded. And he gets into that exothermic charge. That's the second time this game has happened, but they may not know he's injured, but now they'll know as the drone comes in. But no,
Big
been a
flop
big
coming out with that
flop
killing
finding a
spam.
kill, but Stella with a refresh of 15 army. Killnova did
Attackers
get
have located
revived,
a
so he's
bomb.
back in the game for now, however on 20 HP.
Wonder if he's going to go over the electrifying the shield this time. Rafters control has been lost.
Wait, no, it hasn't. Killnova, well, Rafters control has, but Garage, no. Of course, Killnova is now playing the Garage. And now he's gonna, maybe, if he can, he may go up to Rafters and obviously get the cross angle needed to stop the push coming in. Drones are gonna come in, clarifying that there isn't a player on Rafters at the moment.
I mean, with a minute and a half left, those defenders are really going to need to bide their utility in order to really push. But to stop the push, sorry. So, I mean, I think we've got 2 smoke babes left.
And
Possibly.
I'm not sure how many C4s they have. Killnova going for the run out, but can he wins that gunfight, takes him out, and now the attacker's in the advantage. But this is the same thing that happens every round. It's a 3v4 in favour of the attackers. Let's see how it plays out this time round. Big
They've
Flop
got
taking
going
it
for
to
the-
the Garage.
I think his teammate just died too.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Big flop with 2 huge picks coming out.
And now he's drawn. He's drawn on the record. 1 more kill. And he is now crowned. No, not for this round. As he gets
Attackers have
taken out.
recovered their diffuser.
Stella takes some shots to one, but nothing is found. Fatty finds a pick onto Storm and Stella, and the first map goes to the Valhalla Vikings. I feel bad for Big Flop as he does not break the record, but draws with it.
I am just going to try and inform him of that.
Look at that. Very nice game coming in. No defender other than Tsunami. Well, no one on Valhalla other than Tsunami going less than 50%. And there he is, Big Flop, the man himself.
Relegations, Oregon. This is VSPR. Valhalla Viking starting defense. I'm assuming a Thatcher band's come out here. And it's Maverick again.
Yeah, they decided to go for Maverick.
Maverick
Which,
doesn't really do much on it. It takes him a
well,
lot longer to get open a hatch.
I'd say he is quite strong if you're pushing dorms and games, of course, because especially for Attic, I wouldn't say so for the games wall itself, but for Attic wall, I'd say yes, and obviously hatches. But other than that, for the bottom four, I wouldn't really say he's too good. Oh,
Vesper
Vesper.
banning one of their main players' main operators.
Well, I'm
Which
sorry,
is him.
Josh Nater, but you're not playing Jackal, even though your team banned it.
I'm expecting possibly a Mirror or a Wamai to come out here, being honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those operators, and it's gonna be a Mirror.
There we go.
Of course, Mirror being extremely impactful, especially on that bottom four.
Possibly a Wamai gonna come out on the side of Valhalla Viking.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Goyo, though. Oh, a Legion.
I have never in my life, in the history of esports, a Legion ban.
Yeah, very unusual, but of course that does take a bit of intel away from the defenders. Of course, it is Valhalla defending first.
Did we even see a Legion being played in the last match?
I think we did. I think I remember him on at least one of the rounds. I'm not too sure though. Right, first round of the second map. They're going to be defending kids' dorms. And let's see what 6 picks come out, if any at all. There we go. Tsunami opting to go to Valkyrie instead of that Maestro.
Thought he was gonna go back to Maestro then.
If
I'm not
he
gonna
did,
lie.
then yeah, if he did, then I wouldn't not anticipate that. It happens almost every game at this point. I think in
Attackers need to
Vesper's
locate
last
and
game, I'm
defuse
pretty
as
sure that
many bombs
happened
as
3
they can.
times. Okay.
So we have a unique shield placement coming out on the side of that smoke there. You don't really usually see that being played. I mean, if he tries to retreat from that shield, he's got so many angles to be shot from. He's got white stairs, and if someone's pushing through big window, they can take him out there as well.
Well, no, not really. They have the bunk bed covering from big window, so you can't get shot from big window. I think white stairs and dome's
10
window.
seconds left before
Yeah,
insertion.
and kids dome's window is the only places that you can get shot from.
5 seconds.
We're seeing some NSFW drone play coming out here.
Very riveting.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
What I am confused about is the placement of that ADS at top of white stairs.
Camera feed up and running.
Oh. I
And the
mean,
mute jammer.
obviously the mute jammer is very, well, it's quite common because of course it will stop the attackers from droning up
Attackers
those white
drop the
stairs at all
diffuser.
until it's dealt with, and I'm guessing the ADS can be
Attackers
used to
recovered
protect it as
the
well. If they try to just grenade it or just grenade
I mean,
it
really?
out.
It depends on the placement of the grenade. If the grenade goes just like to the, for example, the top stair of white stairs, that's not actually going to be caught by that ADS. Interesting shield being held in attic as well.
Of course, if the attic window gets open, and it's most likely to get shot from there.
Yeah, you-
Grenade goes out, and now attic wall certainly getting opened. And there we go. I don't know if he has any aliens to protect him, and there it is. Flashback drain in, and that shield is most definitely gone at this point. Oh, goes out when he catches the drone. I thought that was a player for a second there.
I also thought that was a player.
Nothing gets found. The shield is still somehow alive, but Attic is certainly going to get taken control of. Oh, the most impactful player of the last game gets taken out. And another pick comes in.
Kill Nova on that bandit. I'm not sure where he was placed.
Tsunami taking a bit of damage through that window. Goes for the peek. No one gets a pick as of yet, and now he has to retreat into armor. He's quite pinned at the moment. So he's going to have to take out the Nomad out if he wants to try to rotate somewhere else, but no!
Quick
Call
peek.
the Nomad.
Time to
Takes
get
him out.
headshot. Possibly another flawless round coming out really quickly here.
And this is proving that it is Vesper's map and they're here to win. Saying that, the only way the attack is at the moment is through that door, but Javon's shield, his only protection, gets taken out, and now both players ducking kids. But Vati decides to rotate
Bomb
through the
located
hatch.
by attackers.
Most likely going to come up those white stairs to try help out his teammate.
I believe a smart play here would be for both Canny and Stella to rotate around to Game's wall and use one of those EMP grenades to get 2 angles of entry.
Now, the kids wall's getting open. Vati finds the kill on his storm, so now it's more even, but obviously it's still very much in favour of those attackers.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh, a second pick comes out with a refrag instantly.
Attackers have recovered
and
their
now Vati,
diffuser.
1v3 on those white stairs. Diffuser is in their pocket and it's now going down. He's going to have to play his card very correctly if he wants to manage to
Attackers activating diffuser.
Valhalla.
There is that one player holding mid window as well, so there's not really much Vati can do here.
Yeah, there you go.
Wasn't aware of and gets picked off from
As
that
you
big
mentioned, that big window player takes him out, and Vespa very convincingly take the first round on Oregon.
Me just looking at the Twitch chat with about 20 people being timed out. Nightbot did it.
Okay. Now they're going to laundry and supply after their failed defensive dorms. And a potential Goyo coming out. Now, I will not be surprised if they keep that in, because of course Goyo can be very impactful on that bottom floor.
Tsunami possibly going for the 6th pick. Not sure what to yet. Maybe a Maestro. Maestro
Yeah.
is also pretty impactful on the basement.
That'd be my guess. Stats coming in after that first round. Javon and Vati both have 100% cost.
Done
Then,
what?
side of
actually?
Vespa, every single player has done something.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Tsunami coming out with what has irritated most of the casters in the SSL. Switching from a Valkyrie to a Valkyrie.
It just never gets old. Now, Tsunami's bringing a shield instead of another Nitro Cell now, of course. My guess would be he's going to place it on Pillar and maybe open up the right wall to get a wider angle. And protect the weight on elbow. We'll have to find out though, and there it is. The shield is
10
in place
seconds remaining.
on Pillar. Surely that wall will get open so he can get the cross angle
5
if need be.
seconds left.
Support that smoke and weaken the attack that can come out.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Valhalla certainly proving their worth in the last map, but they don't seem to be well versed in Oregon, if I'm going to be honest.
And of course, it has only a single round has only been played, and it was on that top floor, which I mean they are in the defense, and it is most teams' primary site, so maybe they should have won it, but of course their strategy just didn't work out that round. There is a Vulcan shield standing in their way, which they're going to have to dispose of. He gets caught. Oh no, the first Ash Charge gets caught by an ADS. And now he only has one of those left.
I mean, at least in Pro League, you don't really see the top floor being played very often. Usually, defenders try and stick the middle floor and basement sites.
Oh, did you say that's not played in Pro League?
The top floor isn't played very often in Pro League, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, if you look at the stats, I think that basement is the most played, and then it's
Bomb located by attackers.
oh.
Tsunami going for a peek onto the Sophia of Josh and being picked out very quickly.
Pillar control's lost at the moment, so the attackers can push their way down. And of course, that shield is no more. Not going to be an impact for the attackers at the moment. Alright, goes off. The back wall gets open. Oh. Nova finds a pick on Stella, but Storm gets the refrag, but another refrag comes in. Vati takes out Storm. It's a 3v3.
Level playing field here. Everybody on 100 HP. Can he possibly gonna go for a plant in the corner here?
The 9 of plant, but he goes for the swing and finds the player, but Vati gets the refrag onto Joshinator, and now it's a 2v2. The kills just keep coming out for both teams.
Big Pop going to freeze it flank.
Definitely gets down, and there it is. Post-plant situation, 2v2. And there we go. Banshee finds Vati. Will the refrag come out? Yes, it does. Banshee gets taken out, and now Canny versus Big Pop, the most impactful player from last round, coming for that Thermite. Will be able to find it, of course. Jaeger
The diffuser.
does have the better gun, so he does seem more in his favour, and he has the HP advantage. Canny can just play time, ensure will it go in their favour? And there it is. Canny finds Big Flop and Vesper. Two attacking rounds in a row.
Certainly the worst thing the Jaeger could have done there was not check every possible angle away around that bomb has been planted, and it cost him his life.
Okay. The option to go to laundry once again, of course, most likely going to bring that go. And of course, what is surprising on my part is the fact that for both maps, Thatcher's been in play, which has been so impactful of getting the crucial walls and hatches open. So I'm surprised we didn't see him get banned, but...
And it was quite interesting for nobody to go for hatch play. They decided to use back stairs and blue just to push into site.
Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Because had that hatch have been open, it brings potential for an angle onto where that diffuser had been planted. So someone could have retreated upstairs and just watched it from that hatch. Valhalla do look to be going for the exact same setup as last time.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see
Attackers
how
must
they
locate and
adapt,
defuse a bomb.
how the small adaptations. I want to see how they change those to maybe try pull this round up this time, because of course last round it just didn't go their way. Seems like we're going for the same push again, of course, trying to take control of blue and then work their way up. Just try to clear out in that way, but of course this time.
One eye.
All three of Ash's flashbang, but of course one gets caught by an ADS, but an ADS charge is still in use, so they're going to have to use one extra piece of utility
Bomb has been located.
before they can get rid of that shield.
These attackers with only 5 drones left. First Vulcan shield, but of course, the shield that the smoke's playing behind is going to be much more difficult to get rid of. It still has an ADS protecting it, and I'm not sure how much utility the attackers have left to burn those ADSs and 1-man magnets. There is the player on those back stairs, of course, but... I believe there's 2 on the back stairs.
Javon's playing keep away, trying to stop them from pushing.
That's my mistake. Josh on it is just outside.
And there we go, just like last round, it's flashbacks. Storm finds out the player on the back stairs, but Kill down the refrag. And Big Clock coming out with a flank and takes Josh Nader's head off. And this time, favourite is with those defenders. The ninja comes out. Now it's even more in favour of the defenders. The toxic babe comes out. Will it finish the player? No, it doesn't, but what it does finish is Canny finishes out Tsunami, and now it's a 3v3. A glorified 3v3 at the moment, of course, because we still have Banshee on the floor injured. All 3 attackers pushing from the same side at the moment, however, which doesn't seem too good for them, but
on the
2
mission.
fast kicks come in on the side of the attackers.
Go fine, up with
Stella and Canny find those other 2 players, and now Vati, once again, in laundry, just like the last round, with so many to find. The attacker still have to push in. He sees the barrel. The player, will he take them out? No, the pre-fire comes in, but that player plays their life, and now Ian comes out, disabling it to nearby, and Banshee just prone a pillar, takes Vati's head off, and that's 3 rounds in a row on the attack. Vesper.
I mean, with Oregon being a fairly defender-sided map, this is not the way it should be going at all.
Just like we said during the last map, though, this time it's Vesper's map pick, and it just seems like they're very comfortable coming to this map, and that's why they chose it. Oh, that's a fun fact. Wait, are you muted or? Oh well, I'll pass this on. So, in SST1, SSOL1, and I think it's AL1 or something like that. Yeah, Vesper went almost flawless on Oregon, so that's understandable for the fact they've actually picked this map, because it definitely seems like their strongest.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Very interesting fact. I did not know. Valhalla, once again, playing on that dome site.
Going for what looks like the exact same setup. Maybe an ADS is actually going to be present in attic this time, to prevent the horde of flashbangs thrown in like last time.
Shield's been moved just a little bit, but that won't change much, as it's still in the relatively same position. And there is an ADS protecting it, but of course that is in the radius of the EMP, so once that EMP goes off, there's no chance of that ADS catching
5
anything.
seconds to insertion.
I think it is interesting for the Valkyrie to be bringing that shield
Attackers
rather
are
than the
moving out to
C4.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Well,
Deploying jammer.
in quite a lot of situations, in high levels of play, like mainly competitive, you do see a Valkyrie more likely than not bringing a shield. To fill in for operators that they may not bring with a shield. Like, of course, Smoke's in play most rounds, but if Wamai's banned, then the Valkyrie will opt to change to that shield. Of course, he's not banned this game, but they haven't decided to bring him, so maybe that's why the shield's being brought. So maybe they need two.
Trying to get rid of all that bandit trick, destroying the mute jammer in the process. It was completely unneeded, as he hadn't even EMP'd the wall yet, but certainly interesting. Possibly an Ace would have been a better option than Thermite, as Ace can get both walls at once.
But of course, Thatcher's detonation time, no, Thermite's detonation time to get the wall open is much faster. The EMP goes out, and now the wall is getting opened. The bandit trick not even actually happening. He just placed the batteries down and then retreated. Easy for that wall to get open.
A waste of
now,
a mute jammer, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say a waste of a mute jammer. I'd say a waste of well, it is a waste of the mute jammer, but it's Bandit's fault actually for destroying the mute jammer and not letting his teammate retrieve it. As mute was there when it got destroyed. He only just got there though.
But holding one main spare, someone to beat.
He's in the same position as Tsunami was last round, but he does the smart decision and gets his pistol out to obviously run a bit faster and get down those main stairs to safety. Storm didn't realise that, however, and he's still looking as if he thinks he's in armory. But of course he isn't. Which could come to bite him later in the round. The editor comes out and quickly gets disposed of, and now his position should be known by the attackers, but will they decide to take advantage of it? No.
Still overtaking a fight in Trophy, with the player pushing from the bedroom.
Device is set.
There is no player for pushing from master bedroom. I think he may have peeked the window and died, and there we go. Josh Nader picks off Kill
Bomb
Nova.
located by attackers.
He's back to the advantage. Oh, just like every other round. And there we go. Still a fine big profit now. The attackers in a disadvantage. Can he get it good? Cox wave comes out, which will certainly finish him off, and there it is. Can he get finished off, and the swing comes in. Oh, and now it's an even playing field once again. A 3v3. Javon very low in HP, but so is Josh Nader. We have a player repelling on that window, but the defenders do know about it.
Ready.
Obviously, if that attacker decides to stay on that window, then it cuts off the rotations that the defenders may need. The final wave comes out. 15 seconds left. The attackers are going to have to push very
15
soon.
seconds remaining.
And the only way they can go through is that door. They're all going to have to funnel through it. Those
Attackers
defenders
drop the diffuser.
crossfires,
10
and the shield
seconds
is
to go.
there.
Attackers have recovered the
He
diffuser.
finds one after Storm.
5 seconds remaining.
Two left to find. He finds one first. And he doesn't find the second. He gets injured. Surely the round is over. And there we go.
Operators, you are out of time.
Javon there showing his worth with 3 kills that round.
And finally, the Vikings managed to find a round. There we go. Like, oh, some interesting stats actually. Stella and Storm both on 100% cost, and all other 3 on 75. The highest on Valhalla is 75%, with 2 of those players, and then the lowest being Tsunami on 25%. Just like last game, I'm pretty sure he had the lowest as well on Valhalla.
Did, yeah.
They're going to meet in the kitchen, and the castle's not unexpected, of course, because more likely than not, they're going
Attackers
to
need to
barricade
locate and
the
defuse
double
as many
door and
bombs
split,
as
and
they
then
can.
play around that position.
Almost castling Tsunami into sight as he was trying to leave. They did 6 picks, did mute to the K though, and I can't see why. Being able to get all 4 of those walls.
Obviously, only using one of the those electricals, but the walls aren't reinforced yet. But of course now, it's gonna reinforce them. Well, more likely than not, that's gonna be nothing because of course Thatcher, like we keep saying, Thatcher's still in play, so the attackers can keep utilising his utility, being those 3 MP grenades.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb
Yeah, Maverick
and defuse it.
not being the best ban on this map, I would say.
Test deployed, awaiting targets.
Of course, they can create a small peak hole to, well, not a peak hole,
Drone
a small
spinning up.
body hole to be able to go through in attic with it being relatively silent, but otherwise, there's not really much a Maverick can do on Oregon.
I mean, of course, there are still hatches which you can open, but that takes time, and in a game like this, time is by the essence.
So it does seem like Vespa are aware of that player on top floor, taking a couple of shots in through big window, and
No, he gets
going to be
put out.
taken out by Tsunami.
Oh, if that was an angle, I would have been shocked that no one knew about that, but it's not.
EMP grenade.
One thing I didn't know about was there's a drone hole in attic that I never knew about.
Oh, really?
Attic's opened.
Bomb located
Killed
by
over.
attackers.
Now playing behind that bomb. And of course there is a drone hole there, so if the attackers have any grenades, they can throw them through, but of course they don't. They only have flashbang, they do have ash charges and impact on here, but that doesn't do the power of a frag grenade.
One of the good things that Ubisoft did actually do is update the bomb chassis so you can no longer just shoot through it.
Yeah, and you can no longer get those really tight angles through it as well, which I quite enjoy. Those angles were a pain.
Tsunami's stuck here. I believe 4 players closing in on his position.
And the
And
only
he's
way
not
he
really
can
got
retreat is
much
on
time
the
away
hatch.
from his
Drop the gun.
Swing comes in, but Tsunami wins that gunfight onto Kenny.
Attackers have recovered their
His people, the headshot comes out. His position's now known, and he has to retreat or take the fight, and he's going to take the first fight, but no kills found. The C4 goes out, will he find anyone? No, he doesn't. Players now starting to converge on him, as they already were. The empty grenade goes out. Now, he's in a very difficult situation. He's flashed out, and he can't go anywhere. The attackers start to push up, but Big Flop from below. But down that hatch takes him out, but Stella finally finds Tsunami, gets him out of that position.
Big Bob holding a very, very nice angle on that hatch there.
Wow. Supporting his team, as the usual. The vertical play starting to get made now by the Ash. Obviously to cut off those rotations on
Attackers
line
have
of sight.
located a bomb.
She can hold that, all those deep angles, obviously to stop the rotation coming in. Storm now opens that castle barricade, which gives them another point of entry. They have one player in the kitchen, and of course being the Malusi, playing quite far back. Well,
I
she
don't
may
know
be
if-
through the rotate. Yeah, no,
don't
she's just outside kitchen.
I'm not sure if you
15
noticed,
seconds
but
remaining.
throughout all of these rounds, Vespa has not brought one operator with actual frag grenade.
Oh no, Javon with the swing onto Banshee takes him out now. Both players
5
have to
seconds
push
to
in
go.
and get that plant down with 5 seconds left. The cover is going to have to go out. He has to hold up 4 players. He finds one. Will he find a second? He injures him, but
Attackers
that's
bomb
not
diffuser
enough.
has
And the
been
final
dropped.
comes out. Big Flop takes him out.
Valhalla's
Vikings,
certainly pulling this back.
Vikings just winning 2 rounds in a row, and it is starting to shift more in the favour of the defenders, but of course, Vesper are still in the lead.
I mean, this is certainly going to be one of the best playoffs I've ever watched.
100%. It's obviously the winner of this moves up to professional league, whilst the other one gets either knocked down or stays in the advanced league where they are at the moment. But we'll have to see with the rest of this. Of course, if Vesper wins this match, then we'll go to Coastline, which will then be basically purely relied off kills, because of course Coastline is the
Defenders,
most
protect
frag
your
heavy
bombs
map
from being
in
defused
time.
by attackers.
I mean, there's not really much strategy you can do with Coastline, with it being, I believe, the smallest map in the game.
Yeah, I actually think it might be. I mean, I'd say the only site that I'd say is really strategy heavy is Bar. Or the 2 bar sites.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to see what the Polish map would have been
Oh,
when
yeah, I
Ella
know.
and
10
Theo were
seconds
meant to be
to
released.
Operation Health rolled in. I mean, I know a lot of people
5
dream
seconds
about
to insertion.
Operation Health, but it did fix so many issues. And then the patch that came
Attackers
out
must locate and defuse the bomb.
in the middle of the season after Operation Health ended, that basically fixed most of the issues that we knew at the time. So stop me on Operation Health. It actually helped us. Of course, we lost out on a Polish map that I guess we'll never know what it was, but
Theme park.
the game got fixed. If Operation Health didn't happen, I think the game may be dead by now.
Smoke giving a nice 2 seconds to have a look at that drone and then taking it out.
Oh yeah, Tsunami does have a skin on Smoke. What is that?
I don't know what
I think
that
that's white noise. Yeah, I think that's the white noise skin.
Magnet deployed.
It is up.
Smoke has a team kill, which is... Oh, Tsunami's gonna keep peeking.
Reloading! Desk in position. Duties in place.
There we go. He gets taken out by his teammate, which is gonna put them at a disadvantage, of course. They're already down on maps, but it's their own fault because, especially if you've been playing it for so long, you should realize to not have skins on.
I mean, I believe that Tsunami wasn't playing Smoke when they say he had a skin on the whole time. I don't think Tsunami was on Smoke last round.
No, I don't think Tsunami played Smoke the entirety of the last game either. Oh, C4 comes out and that catches the Thatcher. Now the scoreline's even after that team kill comes out, but this shield's surely getting disposed of if that Ash has any charges left, but I'm not sure if she does.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the last round now. The Smoke wasn't even played in the last round. Tsunami was on Mozzie.
And I'm not sure about the last game either. Hey, it's 4v4 still.
Attackers bomb diffuser.
No, as soon as I say that, Bigfoot with 2 team kills. Oh my god. Call him Shaiko on the Jaeger.
Loading new mags!
And now, it seems like the defenders are gonna win this round, even though they had to team kill the Smoke, which, in my mind, is the most pivotal operator that you can have on defense.
My device is ready.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Can still be
Somehow.
there in some EMP.
Loading it back!
Managing to pull this one out. Right, surely that shield is destroyed. As they realise there's no ADS there, and there we go, it gets taken out, but the wall's getting reinforced now, and nothing they can do about it. And there we go, Javon finds Storm. Banshee in a 1v4.
There's
They
not really
should-
much the attackers can do here to be able to pull this off. I mean, having to take on 4 people, 4 possible cross angles.
Don't give up yet, though. I mean, there is only 15 seconds left, but he does manage to find the first pick.
15 seconds
Still
remaining.
3 more to find at 15 seconds. He has, I have to go for every kill. He doesn't seem likely. And here we go, the crossfire's coming in. The Vikings somehow managed to win that round, even though they lost their Smoke.
Now with a level scoreline on 3-3.
There is still one more round to be played on the half.
Valhalla
Oh.
possibly being able to make this a 4-3, just like last game.
And if that happens, then who knows what could happen next?
Javon taking on that Smoke, and I believe Javon was Smoke all the rounds prior to this as well.
Yeah, yeah, I do think he was. Okay, they're gonna go to Kids Dorms once again. They've lost it once and they've won it once, but obviously they can now go back here. As it's been 3 rounds since they last played it. No 6 picks coming in from either side.
I believe the last time I did watch a game on
Attackers need to
Oregon,
locate and defuse
any
the bomb.
SSL league, it was Mindset Gaming versus Delta.
Would it not have been the VSPR Hooded game, wasn't it?
Did they play Oregon?
I think so. Yeah, they did, yeah.
Well, I mean-
Hooded was the last time.
That game, it's. I mean, Mindset Gaming did get annihilated, but obviously Delta were esport, with the qualified using someone from Challenger League,
10 seconds left.
and a lot of elite skins were used as well, I believe.
5 seconds to
I
insertion.
just have to say, I feel bad for Hooded in their game against
Attackers
VSPR.
must locate and defuse
Because
the bomb.
so much went wrong for them that game. They
I mean,
had their best player on like 150 ping all game.
they were certainly trying their hardest. with everything that they could possibly do.
Okay. Back into the game we go. We're gonna see Tsunami roaming. Oh, he gets spotted out by a drone, so now he's gonna have to relocate. But Big Flop, as per usual, like I wouldn't not expect this. Of course, he's on the roam. He's possibly gonna come up these big tower stairs and go for a flank. The door behind him gets broken. It depends if he knows. And there we go. Big Flop finding his first pick of the round onto Banshee. And Ash has been disposed of. No more breaching rounds. No more flashbangs.
Losing 3 flashbangs this early on is game changing.
Yeah.
Now, there's only so much that the attackers can actually burn out flashbangs they've got. So they've got Canny, who I believe would have flashbangs, and I believe Nomad can also have flashbangs as well.
Yeah. But yeah, like yourself, losing an Ash this early is extremely detrimental for the attacker's success. They are starting to take control of Attic once again, but just like the last round, that rotate's going to get reinforced, and they're going to have to funnel through that door or get the wall open. But of course, if Canny dies, that will no longer be an option.
I mean, what Valhalla are doing here, creating choke points every time they get pushed out of a potential position. It's very, very good site management.
Oh, the C4 doesn't manage to get over the wall. And now he's going to have to leave it there, or detonate it like he has. And no more use comes out of it. Of course, now the hole is much bigger, so if they have another C4, they can throw it over. Smoke still has all 3 canisters, but he does use one of them. Doesn't find any damage onto any of the attackers, however. But even still, it denies them from pushing forward just yet. Both Sophia concussions go out, burn that ADS, and then the impact on the field. Killing over, injures Josh and Nate all the way from that football table.
I mean, still having the mod, still having the mute, both of which I believe do have C4s in hand.
Oh, the swing.
So much can go wrong here.
See, still 40 seconds, so there's still a decent chunk of time to play with, but the attackers all have to funnel in from behind.
Tsunami, the flank.
He got them through the hatch, I'm pretty sure. And now Stella's gonna go in the chase. Can he find Kilnova? Of course, there is still a player in trophy, and then 2 towards main window. Tsunami hits Canny's arm, takes him down to 20 feet. And then finally finds the pick. There we go, it's just like last round. Stella says, can he find any worth? But no, he doesn't manage to find a kill on Tsunami.
Here we are, Valhalla, once again, a 4-3 split in defense.
I think when Canny was near that Mozzie, I don't think she saw, or realised that the Mozzie saw her arm.
Yeah, it's very possible that Canny didn't actually see the Mozzie, but obviously with your arm poking out, it's a bit further than your head, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's just like last game when, I don't remember, was it Stella? I think it might have been Stella and the Valkyrie who clutched that 1v3 on CCTV, and then, yeah, and then Javon was the person prone on rafters who couldn't see Javon, and no, couldn't see Stella, but Stella could see Javon's arm. It's a mouthful of words, but I got it out eventually. Okay, sides have been switched, and the defense come out on top in that first half, 4-3 in favor of Valhalla.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
Find a
being
cable,
defused
because
by
my headset
attackers.
has just notified me that it's dying.
Saw the 6th pick, of course, as a base the ace. And of course, a hard breach is always necessary if you want to succeed, unless it's coastline. That would be my only exception. And obviously, it depends what site they're in on coastline as well.
I mean, there are many maps where there's just so many entry points that a hard breacher may not be needed. One of these, in my opinion, would be Theme Park. And of course, there's the 3 walls you can open on the Armory site. But there's so many other places to push from that if you could just like choke the defenders into being in one spot, then so much damage that can be done there.
Are you talking about Armory and Throne?
Yes.
When you say in so many entry points, are you talking about without a hard breacher?
Without a hard breacher, yeah.
Because if you're talking about it like that, then there's only 2 entry points.
Possibly the hatch as well, if
Yeah,
it's
but
not
the
reinforced.
hatch is most likely going to be reinforced. Don't mind us. debating about needing a hard breach for our thrown on Peacock. Hey, that first set of track singers come out, but only one singer comes out. He gets destroyed as well as... Oh no, Killnova's lagged out. Killnova having a million bullets. Oh wait, is he back? Right, yeah, he hasn't
The
lagged out.
attacker's
No,
bomb
must be.
diffuser has been dropped.
Oh no! This ain't looking great for Val. It's basically a player down until Killnova manages to fix the internet.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
For a second, I thought he was the guy playing on 4G.
Look at him. He's moonwalking. Is he back? I think he might have to sit this round out because his ping isn't on the side anytime soon. He's managed to pick up the army. And now it's basically a 3v5.
I am
For
reloading.
the defenders because Killnova not able to do anything.
Loading new mag.
All the defenders have to do is play timeout now. Of course, Ace and Thatcher are still alive, so Wolves aren't able to kill them. We have Devon coming down them back stairs, but 2 picks coming for the side of the attackers, but a refract comes down.
Killnova is back.
Somewhat back, I'd say. Oh no, big fault from Freezer. Takes out that player, and now it's a
Attackers have located
2v2.
a bomb.
Basically, as Killnova can't really do much at the moment. The swing's about to come out from that player in Freezer. Will he find the smoke? Oh no, he doesn't. He gets injured by smoke, and now,
Smoke on 1 HP, however.
unless Killnova manages to subside for him, it's going to be over very fast. But it seems like it may have. Stella, about 1 HP. 3 fine now as the Twitch will revive.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Of course, makes the rotate for himself with the player waiting. And Valhalla hit that round, and now they're calling for a rehost, so the Wi-Fi can get fixed.
What an amazing comeback, Valhalla there, being able to actually pull that off, even though basically being 3v5.
Oh, can I just say that's twice? That's the second time this has happened now. Of course, they did it earlier when the smoke had to get team killed, and they still managed to win out the round.
They can try very hard, they want.
Okay. Right, I'll be right back.
Yes, we are.
Have fun, electric
Boogaloo.
boogaloo. Okay. No
Okay,
idea
here
what
we
that
are,
means.
back on Oregon with Valhalla leading 5.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely surprised by the scoreline, considering this is Vesper's map. And it seems like the fun fact that came in earlier with Vesper almost going flawless in SST1 and SSOL1 and SSAL1, that's a mouthful. Seems like that's no longer the case if Valhalla managed to pull out this map. Gonna see a 6 pick on the side of Valhalla come out, of course, changing from that Maru to an ace.
I mean, looking at Valhalla's performance throughout SSAL, this was certainly very unexpected.
Yeah. Like,
Defenders,
I'm not
protect your
gonna lie,
bombs from being defused by
I thought
attackers.
Vesper may have wiped them, but it seems like that's not the case. Valhalla are
Reinforcing wall.
basically wiping them. Of course, the first map was extremely close, but this should be a lead for Vesper, of course, as it is their map. Of course, a lot can change in these next few rounds, but as of now, it seems like Valhalla may win.
Deploying ADS.
Valhalla playing beyond any of our expectations. Certainly proving their
10
worth
seconds remaining.
Mobile
and
cover
proving
activated.
why
5
this should
seconds
be
left before
in
insertion.
the SSPL next season.
Maybe they're a revamped team. Maybe
Attackers'
they've done
objective is to
a
locate
few
a
things
bomb
behind
and
the scenes, which is going to give them, it's giving them the advantage here, because it clearly seems like that is the case at the moment. I still want to point out how weird it is to have the Valhalla
A
coach
bomb
playing
has
for
been
Vesper this
located.
game.
He may have left, not being able to change his tag.
I don't think he's left. Well, we haven't been notified.
Is IQ trying to scan a shield there?
Magnet ready.
I don't know if she knew that you can't scan a Vulcan shield through before with IQ, because it's not electrical. It's just a big old gas canister on the back of a shield. And there we go, that shield's been exploded. Oh my god.
Damage
Storm
from that.
losing almost all his health, as well as Banshee losing half of his. And now those angles being able to be safely held have been eradicated. Now you're just gonna have to hold a tight angle with most of your body most likely getting exposed, and of course with those back stairs, if the attackers take control of them, then it seems like Banshee is in a world of hurt. Free Fire
Reloading!
comes out, tags Banshee to about
25
HP. Yeah, no kill comes out.
That one might
That's
be saying
catching
no to
the
smoking.
smoke grenade. The rotation's been reinforced by now, there's no one
Breach
there.
activated.
Of course. This can now open it up. Create lines of sight for the attackers. Back in the advantage of them. Banshee finds a pick onto Vati. Tsunami finds a pick onto Banshee, and a flurry of kills from there. All of a sudden it's a
Attackers
3v3.
have located a bomb.
Keep in mind, it is
Attackers' bomb diffuser
well, it
has
was
been
the
dropped.
2 lowest HP players on Vesper being taken up, actually being able to take out people with them.
And here we go, once again, it's now a 2v2 as a lot of kills just keep coming out. A big flip once again in Freezer and Javon. I'm not too sure of his location. No, he's outside blue. Of course, now the pinch could possibly come in. Stella's just chasing a drone, not managing to take it out. This isn't looking too good for him. As of course, the SMG-11 doesn't have an abundance of ammo like most other guns.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Stella showing his frustration, and frustration even more as Bigfoot finds Stella. Now it's all up to Josh Nater on those back
Josh Nater
stairs.
thinking the push is actually going to come in round blue corner, but it's not.
Plan's going down now. Josh Nater starts to make his way up, but Javon with a free fire takes him out. And now it's 6-3 in favour of the Vikings. A very nice
Certainly,
shot coming up
they
from Javon.
are showing their worth, everyone here.
No. The Vikings just 2 rounds away from closing this one out, closing the series out, and keeping Vesper at bay and making them stay in the Advanced League whilst they keep their
But-
spot.
But if it's
Professional
professional,
Hmm?
professional league now,
No?
I mean, if the Valhalla win this, surely they go up to PL? Yeah.
Wait, what? I thought Valhalla were already in PL.
No,
Well, I know it's called AL, but it's the same league, isn't it?
no. basically, if Valhalla are to win this, they take the last spot in PL, whereas Vesper go
Attackers
to
need to
AL, I
locate
believe.
and defuse
Did you
as
not
many
catch
bombs
that?
as they can.
Big
What?
flop just changed from Twitch to Twitch! Ah! God damn it! Stop! Keep the operation on, please.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure every game you cast, I'm gonna find a way to make everyone 6-pick to the same operator, just for your irritation.
Okay, we're gonna see that hatch getting reinforced with Vesper. They got complete opposite here now.
Worrying about
And
grenades now.
the nitro cell getting used
10
on the
seconds to
rotate,
go.
of course they don't have any impact grenades, which seems like a
Or a smoke.
5
huge
seconds
mistake,
to
yeah.
insertion.
Or a smoke. Or any shotgun or impact for that
Attackers
matter.
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, this is... I'm just basing it off of utility alone. This looks like Valhalla are going to take it.
Lock on targets. First floor.
Oh, Javon now seems to be lagging a little bit.
I mean, the only wall denial they've got is a Kaid, but Badger's in place, so there's not really much they can do with it.
Of course, they still do have Wamai and Jaeger, which can catch all the grenades necessary, but the wall is most definitely getting opened unless an early pick comes out on Chavati, of course on the 8th. It's the only hard breacher they have, but of course he's in the relative safety of pushing Attic, with no defenders nearby able to pick him off.
Bomb located by
The only
attackers.
member of Vesper here on the row, I believe.
Yeah, that does seem very likely. And Tsunami now wriggling his way into being going to be taking out that electrical if the EMP does not disable it. Have the air jab towards the flank. Oh, the wall's already open. Surely they're going to push their way in soon and try clear out any of the defenders nearby. Mainly being Storm on the 1i. Of course, he has the ADSs and his own magnets to protect him, so he should be fine for a little while. He sees the player, or saw him at least.
3 discs in pocket?
It's always nice to have at least 1 disc in pocket. Of course, if your A disc gets burned, you can throw that disc and it'll catch the grenade, because an EMP can catch it out. Yeah, the ADS has been burned, it seems like. And the EMP comes out. Very nice EMP as it will have a table. His side. Javon finds a pick onto Stella.
Very smart thing to have that shield with the breach charge.
Can he finds a pick, and now the push starts to come in, but Storm wins that first engagement. Will he win the second one? No, he doesn't. The attacker's in an advantage with that extra man on their side. They have the player on the bottom right stairs, and Javon from that window takes out Banshee, and it's all uncanny. 1v3. If she doesn't clutch out the ground, then well, the Vikings move to match point, and there it is. Match point, series point for the Vikings now.
The one thing I believe Vesper required a significant amount there was not bringing any form of entry denial. Of course, you've got the Malusi Wubwubs that can slow the entry, but a smoke would have helped so much in that scenario.
Yeah, or a Goyo. It just seems like the fatigue's really starting to get to them now after that first map. They may be very disappointed that they didn't manage to pull that first map out. And this is their map choice, and they're 1 round away.
And I'm going to say, the play that Tsunami made by putting that breach charge onto Attic window to get rid of that shield, that's a very, very smart play.
When I actually saw it happen, I thought that it was on the kid's dom's window, and I thought she was going to go for a hot. I thought he was going to go for a hot breach, but no.
Attackers need to locate and
That was
defuse
very
bombs.
smart, I must say. Now they're going to the basement, bringing that smoke. Everything is on the line in this 1 round. If they don't win this round, then they don't go anywhere.
Could we see the stats for this game, please? Wow. Obviously, this is after the
Oh my
rehost,
God.
but almost all of the players on Valhalla with 100% cost.
That's actually insane.
Josh and
10 seconds
the man
to
who
insertion.
usually frags for Vesper, being on 0%
5
cost.
seconds remaining.
No, not going 0-2, but of course this is after the rehost, so
Attackers must locate
may
and
be doing
defuse the
more
bomb. Attackers have
impact
dropped
than
the
we can
bomb
actually see.
diffuser.
I'm not too
Attackers
sure.
have recovered their diffuser.
Now, all the pressure.
Attackers attackers
now.
are defusing the bomb
If they don't win this round, then they're going to be sent home with nothing to show for it.
I mean, they've got Advanced League to show for it.
Of course, that's not what they prefer. That would be the unexpected outcome, and oh my god, Josh Nader gets taken
Went
out
out
last place in
there.
the Goyo shield. They're already in that man disadvantage, losing all that utility that they still had with the Goyo shield and the C4, and the only other Goyo shield gets taken out. Second one comes out and destroys the other shield, and now still has to fall back and reinforce. It's like Valhalla playing very well this round, using those EMPs to disable the ADSs and then Ash charging him out. Blue has been taking control of, course, Pillar is still to play with. Banshee finds a pick onto Tsunami trying to go down the stairs, and now it's an even scoreline, but the attacks have taken control of Blue.
Vespa have
And the
not
wall's now
created
open.
an angle through the east side to be able to actually shoot through to Blue.
That may have been a mistake on their point, as that could cost them the round. The fact that they haven't done that, of course, I'm pretty sure the wall is soft.
The wall is soft, yes, but they've not created any angle
Yeah,
for them to peek through.
This is what I mean. I'm pretty sure they did this in their last game as well, if I remember correctly. And there we go. Big Flop takes out that Roma. Banshee now no longer in play. And 4v3 in favour of the attackers. Match point, series point. First smoke wave comes out to the back stairs. Of course, no one's there, so it won't find anything. Picks are coming in now on the side of Valhalla. A 2v4.
That's just smoke. That's
Canny,
just smoke breaks in
tries
top.
to drop one, that's the diffuser dropped. But the refrag comes in and again it's all uncanny. The 1v3 and he doesn't find anything.
And Valhalla's
Match point.
Valhalla
managed
by
to-
taking the series.
They take the series, take the second map, and the Vespa are going to be extremely disappointed after losing that one. Look at that. Fun at the top there for the Vikings, and it's all over. We don't even need to go to Cosign, it's Valhalla. Win it 2 maps to 0.
Absolutely insane.
Indeed it was.